Okay, so hello everyone, and so good morning. How are you today so far, everyone? Very good job, right? So I hope that you are all fine today, and especially you are also having a great day as well, right? However, you are going to involve in learning in this week, and then next week it will be your holiday, so you can plan with your family to go somewhere else that you want to go with your family, right? Okay, so see you again with the next video that is going to talk about new lessons in our book, right? However, can you tell me on Tuesday what book you study on Tuesday, everyone? Very good job, right? So on Tuesday we study about listening by 3 and also hangout 6. So I hope that everyone will have everything or the study material next to you, and especially please don't forget that you have to bring the books along with you as well, right? Because of what? Because of sometimes the works or the classwork and the homework will be designed or will be assigned to all of you by doing in the books, right? For at least for some time. However, I hope that you are going to bring everything or the study material next to you all the time, right? Okay, so today let's see you again with this with today's video that is going to talk about the new unit as well, right? So our unit 8, my favorite book. Anyway, A1, can I ask you that, or can you tell me about the books? So do you like reading, A1? Good, right? Okay, so reading can help you more and more as much as it can, is it? Right, so I hope that you are going to enjoy reading, and especially you are going to try to read in order to build up your ability by your reading as well, okay? Right, so in order that, before I move on to each section, A1, please open your listeners by 3 on page 54 of the 54 altogether, please. Right, so page 54, you are going to see our unit 8, right? However, before I move on with the section A or the other section or the other part, I'm going to read this one for you first. Then read about what? Right. So here it is going to talk about what is going to be the main purpose of the topics or other lessons, right? Okay. So reading opens the world of imagination. You can travel around the world through time and more with a book and ready mind. In this unit, you'll hear about books students like you enjoy reading, okay? Right, so in here, they want to tell you that reading can be overall by learning or, discussing about the other country or a different country as well. So sometimes if you want to know about history, you are going to read about a history book, right? Even though our country history or foreigner history as well. So when you read, the more you read it likely, the more you get more idea. So when you get more idea, you can make an imagination to make a story, okay? Right. So in this case, we are going to move on with the getting started, okay? So getting started will consisting with 2 sections. So we have section A and section B. However, in section A, they ask you the question, why is reading so important? A1, can you tell me why is reading so important? Right. So for sure, reading is the one that can help you to gain more ideas. And likely sometimes you don't know how to speak, right? Okay, so the more you read, you are going to be able to speak. Why? Because you are going to build up your tongue. Okay, in speaking, even the reading, it is the most important using the tongue. It's really important for all the students or all the people that learn other language to use the tongue in order to pronounce each word. However, the more you read and the faster you read, the faster speaking you are. So that's why I recommend you, okay, please enjoy reading more and more as much as you can do that, okay, right. However, in these questions, I am going to give me the answer later on, okay, like why reading is so important, okay, right. So in here, I confused here, right? So why is reading so important? Not reading is so important. Why is reading so important? Okay, right. Sorry, at the moment I have confused about written about the letter on the whiteboard. So you can change a little bit, right? However, I think you can see the book and you might know it clearly. However, Aaron, don't forget to answer me, right? I think reading is important because So this can be gained from your own idea. What is your idea thinking about this one? Okay, what do you think? You think it's good, why? You think it's not good, why? So the reason will be concluding with your answer. Okay, right. So right now, everyone don't waste the time. Let's move to our B section. That now listen, write the letter next to the correct pictures. Okay. So in here, you can see so far in the book on page 54. Okay. You are going to see 5 pictures. Okay. And this 5 picture doesn't have or doesn't mention which one is the first one. They just give you with number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but they don't mention that which one is the first mention, which one is second mention, right? So in order to know that clearly, I would like you to have a listening. So everyone, let's enjoy your listening.
Unit 8. My favorite book. Getting started B. Now listen. Write the letter next to the correct picture.
A. Thank you for signing my book. The books you've written are my favorite. I'm your biggest fan. B. My mom sometimes helps my youngest sister read books. Now she only makes mistakes on a few words. C. None of these ideas are good enough. I have to think of something that will be amazing. D. Tim has played video games a lot. It's time to start his summer reading. Here are the books he'll read. E. The girls enjoy going to the park with their books. They lie out on the grass and enjoy the nice day.
Great, right? So after you finish your listening, can you tell me about each number? So number 1, what letter is going to be mentioned in this speech? A1. Very good, right? So number 1 is letter E, okay? How about number 2, A1? Number 2, what is it going to be mentioned in number 2? Great, right? So number 2 is letter B. And after number 2 is number 3. What is the letter in number 3, A1? Right, okay, number 3, letter A. And then number 4. Good, right? So number 4, letter C. And then the last one is letter D, okay? So here are the letters that you are going to complete in the full sentences in order to be this part, right? And especially I hope that you are going to get well in listening to the speech or to the speech of the audio, okay? Right. So however, let's move on to the next one that we are going to study in the other part is talking about words to know. So words to know here, we are consisting with 3 sections for you. But before we move on to each section, I would like you to have read, okay, to have read and also to have analyze or notice about the definition and also the word that is going to be listed in unit 8, right? Okay, so the first one is character, noun, the way that something is, okay? And like you are acting or doing something else, is your character, right? Okay, real, that's an adjective, usually existing. So real means the true one that happening, the true one happening, right? And like the story happened is really the true one. Fiction, noun, the story that isn't real. That's called fiction. So every story that is not real to this content, you are going to call this one a fiction story, okay? Okay, novel, that's the noun, the story that is imaginary. So when you want to imagine about something to create a story, you are going to call this one is a novel, right? Okay, writer, noun, a person whose job is writing. So it likely you want to write a story, so you are going to be a writer, okay? Mystery, noun, something that is difficult to explain, okay? So there's some mystery and likely we don't know exactly about this one meaning, right? Okay, and chapter, noun, a separate section of a book. So it means like here, right? We call that chapter, like chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, chapter 4, like that, okay? Right. Okay, so right now, everyone, let's move to our section that is going to be talking about words to know. So in section A is listen, write each word, then merge each word with its meaning. So in here, you can see so far in the books that it consisting with a box, right? And this box is talking about a word. So this word will be talked by the audio or will be spoken by the audio. So that's why you listen and then you are going to write down. You are not allowed to write down like number 1 character, number 2 real, number 3 fiction, number 4 novel. No, right? Before you write down, you have to listen first. Which one is going to be the first mentioned in this audio? Okay. So everyone, don't waste your time. Let's start your listening.
Words to know A. Listen. Write each word. Then match each with its meaning.
Number 1. Fiction. Number 2. Character. Number 3. Real. Number 4. Novel.
Great, right? So after you finish your listening, so number 1, what is going to be the word that is going to be listed, everyone? Right, okay, number 1 is the word is fiction, okay? How about number 2, what is it, everyone? Right, number 2 is character. Okay, and then number 3, what is it, everyone? Number 3? Right, number 3 is real. And number 4 is novel, right? Okay, now we have already got about each number with each words, okay? So it is our turn that you are going to give me about the matching between the words and also each definition. So number 1, the word is fiction. So fiction, what is the correct answer of fiction, everyone? Very good, right? So the correct answer of fiction is letter C, right? And then number 2, characters. What is the correct answer of character or the definition of character, everyone? Very good job, right? So the answer is letter D. And after number 2 is number 3, real. What letter is it? Okay, very good, right? So real is talking about actually being or happen. So letter A. And then the last one is letter B, right? Okay, so here are the answer of section A and words to know. And right now let's move to section B. Listen, write the letter and word for each picture. So in here, you are going to see the word in the box here, right? And especially you are also see the picture, and all those pictures will be mentioned in letter A, B, C, and D. So that's why when you heard this one letter A, you can write letter A over here, and then what word is it going to be listed in here, okay? So all right now, everyone, I would like you not wasting your time. So everyone, please enjoy your listening.
Words to know B. Listen. Write the letter and word for each picture.
A. The detective is looking for clues that will help him find out what happened. B. Books are separated into sections. Each section is different, but each tells part of the story. C. The boy cannot fly, but he dreams that he can. It's fun for him to imagine that. D. This man's job is to write stories for people to read. He works hard at his job.
Great, right? So number 1, what letter is number 1 to be mentioned, everyone? Very good job, right? So number 1 is letter. What letter is it, everyone? Number 1. Very good, right? So number 1 is letter D. And what is it? Sure, the picture is showing about the right here, okay? And after number 1, it is going to be number 2. What letter is it? Number 2, everyone? Right, so number 2 is letter C. And what is going to talk about letter C, everyone? Okay, which one is it? Right, imagine. Is it real, right? Okay, imagine, right? Okay, and after number 2 is going to move on with number 3. What is it, everyone? Number 3. Number 3 letter. The letter is letter. Very good, right? Letter B. Okay. So what word is it? Letter B. Sure, is chapter, and then letter A over here. It is going to be talking about mystery, right? Okay, so here are the words that are going to be listed in our books that we are going to put in each section or each number. However, let's move to the last one that is going to talk about fill in the blanks with the correct words. So in here you can see the word so far in the box, okay, in a yellow box, and this kind of word will be taken, okay, to complete in over here. So everyone, right now. Number one, what do you think? Which one is the correct answer? Number one, A1. What was it? Very good job. Right, so number one is novels. Okay, and after number one, it's going to be number two, right? The book has 33 chapters. Very good. Okay, and after number two, let's move to number three. Where did I lose my earrings? It earned. Why is it A1? It earned or A1, right? Right, a mystery, right? A mystery. And then the last one is going to be completed. Children often imagine, right? Okay, very good. So this is imagine, right? Okay, so A1, I hope that you are going to get well with listening to each words, and especially you are follow about what? Follow the instruction, and then you are going to follow your pronunciation to be pronounced like a native speaker, right? Okay, so A1 today, right now, at this time, and A1, please enjoy your break time.